It's your boy, Mark and MUFC fan. What's good, guys? Hope you're well. I am well. And that's the best part of the day, guys. Everyone is good. Hopefully, everyone is having a good start to their morning. Having that coffee, having that breakfast. Well, in Germany, it's Frühstücken time. You know what I'm saying, guys? Big up to all of you joining. It's great to see you guys this morning. It's your boy. Big up to Lucky Singh coming in. Ralf Rangnick done. I would love to have him at the board and give the right advice about football clubs. Big up to you. Big up to Shea Arsenal as well coming in the building. Guys, as you can see, the topics for discussion today are there. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts in the comments? Let us know. A lot of transfer talk in September. Why? I've been wondering about this the past few days because, guys, we can talk about signing Eberici Eze. We can talk about signing other players such as the likes of, going in January for another midfielder or another striker. Who's the next possible left back signing of the group of three? There's Boyan Kirkez. There's also the likes of Miguel Gutierrez. And there's now a new youngster coming in from Sevilla called Sanchez. That's an interesting option. But, guys, the transfer window is just closed. The only players that we could bring in are the ones who would be coming in for, like, a free agent. You know what I mean? So free agent talks begin. And when I say that, I mean Manchester United have contacted Rabiot again. The problem with this situation is he still, is demanding too much wages. So it doesn't look like United are going to get this deal over the line. However, more talks are scheduled over the next course of the couple of days before the weekend. Let's see what happens, guys. I don't know if you guys are interested in having Rabiot, but it might be an interesting situation based on the fact that, we need a midfielder who can come in and provide that versatility, that experience, you know what I mean, and that quality on the ball. So, my question to you guys this morning, will you take Rabiot as a free agent, if he lowers his fee, if United gets this deal done for less than 8 million euros per year? And that's the interesting situation. Big up to everyone joining. Don't forget, smash a like and subscribe. I know it's early, guys, you know what I mean? But it helps the channel grow immensely. The road to 10K is here, you know what I mean? But we have to hit 2K first. So keep sharing it around, keep liking. And, guys, don't forget, clip the content if you like it. If you dislike it or if it's funny, clip it, share it around, let everyone get a chance to laugh. Big up to you, Harry Pothead. What's good? I'm more interested in seeing Erik ten Hag go. Well, bad news, Harry, because over the last couple of weeks, the reports coming out of Manchester United is that the structure is going to give Erik ten Hag at least time for the new players to have 3 to 5 games consistently played before they make a decision on the manager. And this might come to the, frustration of a lot of fans. Whether you're Ten Hag in, Ten Hag out, or Ten Hag out, I think right now the focus should not be on the manager. It should be on the team, the club. Support the team. In 3 games, we won 1, we lost 2, and we are a work in progress. We are on the rise, guys. Big up to you, Brendan. Yeah, bro. Work last night was a mess, bro. You know what I mean? I got home pretty late. So I had a 15-minute delay on my start time. Big up to you, broski. What do you want to see ETH go? Why? What are your expectations? I mean, that's the question Brendan is asking to Harry Pothead. Big up to Harry Pothead in the chat, my brother. Big up to you, Rasta Stocks. One thing I can say, we will not overpay for players. I like it. 100%, bro. There are a few things we should really be expecting. And I expect better governance, better operations from the board, better decision-making from the structure, more footballing players that are coming in with profiles that will improve the team and not just big names to sell kits. That's my expectations. I do expect the football to get better. But being a work in progress, guys, I don't expect us to win every single game from the get-go. I won't look at the Premier League. Back then I used to say every single club is a given to be beaten. But clubs are changing. Football is changing. Everyone was advancing while we were stagnating. So why does anyone expect us to be like the best still? You know what I mean? We are the best team historically, but not right now in this current moment, guys. Big up to you guys coming in the chat. You know what I mean? You don't see any progress in 3 years. In year 3, poor management skills, poor communication, poor. All right, Harry, let me ask you a question. Why you think his communication is poor? Has any player come out and said that, they don't understand the manager, they don't understand what he's trying to do? Or is it this is based on your interpretation of his press conferences? Because there's two different things. You can think you don't understand the manager. However, the players could be understanding the manager. They could be understanding what needs to be done. Maybe sometimes, maybe the player is not good enough to execute the tactics, bro. You know what I mean? How about that? You know what I mean? Why do you think that it's poor game tactics and not the player effort that render the tactics unusable? Answer me that question. You know what I mean? 5 managers tried to get the best out of some of the players in the squad, like Luke Shaw, like Marcus Rashford, you know what I mean, who are still here. Why is it his fault that he can't get the best out of them? It's not his players. As a matter of fact, they should even be here. It's been 10 years. They've won nothing for the club. Why are they still here? Why do fans still want to get the best out of Marcus Rashford after 10 seasons? Answer me that, bro. You know what I mean? Bro, do you listen to yourself when you ask the question, why is his communication poor? Ever heard him waffle? Just listen to that question back and tell me if that makes sense to you, because you're not a player in the squad. If you were a player in the squad and you says his communication is poor, I would believe you. But you're not. So then you don't know. You have no clue, bro. You have no clue. And I'm not trying to pinpoint on you or anything, but I don't have a clue either. So I will never make a statement like that. Because at the end of the day, you know what I mean? I feel like, a lot of us are assuming something based on our own opinions and then trying to project it out there like if it's the actual truth. It's just how we feel. We could be waffling. I could be waffling. You know what I mean? I could have been waffling every day for the last 6 months, bro. I'm open to that. You have to be open to being wrong as well, because you're not always right. None of us are, bro. 100%. You know what I mean? Brendan, I actually saw something interesting against the Liverpool game. Just because they exploited our weakness, we forgot what went right. 100%, bro. A lot of people are so bent on the fact that we haven't won a game, or they thought they saw something similar to last season, even though we have not conceded, we have conceded less than 50 shots at this current point, because last time we were conceding an average of 17 to 18 shots per game, which would put us somewhere in the region of 40 to 58 shots conceded in the first 3 games. This season, we're at something like 35 or 36. That's a gigantic defensive improvement. You know what I mean? Sometimes the improvements are minimal, small steps, marginal gains. You know what I mean? Sometimes that's just how it is. When you invest in stocks, it's not a given that tomorrow you wake up and your investment has tripled or doubled. Sometimes it takes years. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin took 10 years before it became worth $60K for one. When Bitcoin just came out, it was $60 for a Bitcoin, bro. 60 USD for one Bitcoin. Imagine that, bro. Imagine that. From 60 USD 10 years later to be 60,000. Sometimes it takes time. Investments take time, bro. You know what I mean? India's just took over the football structure. It's not going to happen overnight. Why are the game tactics just poor? Just watch the game. But, bro, you keep asking this question, and I will ask you another question. Tell me, right? Tell me. You pay over $3K to watch what? Do you have a season ticket, Harry Potter? You know what I mean? Because let me explain you something, bro. I want to explain you something, right? Since the last season of Oli, the football was shit. You know what I mean? Sometimes there are different things that keep your club back from being successful. Before Harry Kane left Tottenham were probably going to be finishing 6th or 5th. It always happened to them, and everyone claimed he's the best striker in the world. He leaves, and now Tottenham are contending for top 4 season, week in, week out. Bro, sometimes players are the problem. It's not just the manager. It's not just the tactics. Without effort, you know what I mean, and consistency and drive, tactics don't work. If you don't give your basic effort and do your job, then nothing works, bro. The chain of teamwork breaks down. Big up to you. Every time we sack the manager, the rebuild starts all over again. All over again, bro. This is what my buddy Jay is saying here. from scratch day one. 100%, bro. And the biggest problem is that we fill the squad up with so many different players from so many different managing styles that it's become a melting pot, a mixed bag of nuts. You know what I mean? Like a mixed bag of nuts. You ever bought a mixed bag of nuts, like a morning medley? It has cashews, walnuts, it has regular nuts, peanuts. It has, pistachio in it. Some of the nuts might not taste good, and you still, you're like, bro, I paid for this. I got to eat this. Nah, man. Sometimes you just got to get the bag of nuts you want. Whether it be cashews, peanuts, or pistachios, aligned, alone, singular, in the bag. Sometimes you need everything in uniform, bro. It doesn't always work like that. And, comparing Man United to lots of the different football teams in the Premier League right now is kind of an injustice to those teams and to United. 15 out of the 20 teams, they don't have anything close to a fraction of the pressure to win and to perform well as Manchester United. So you can't compare them to United. The players, they don't have the same level of pressure. They don't have the same level of expectation on them, on their shoulders to win like the Manchester United team. You know what I mean? Manchester United is the biggest club in world football. We have been run like the smallest club in the last 10 years. We've been run by numbskulls. You know what I mean? Overspending on players who just going to sell kits because, they got a big name. Not that they're going to win. You know what I mean? Putting your project on the back of a player who's the most inconsistent player in the squad for the last 9 seasons doesn't really bode well in terms of decision-making from up top. So, it's kind of weird. And then when you see the type of contracts that we had over the summer, some of the players had to be paid out for their contracts. Even though we are selling them, we had to pay them for the final year. Maybe that's the same situation with Marcus Rashford. Maybe there's, player minutes in some of the player contracts that, keep Erik ten Hag from putting them on the bench. And sometimes you're binded by contracts. It's just how it goes. You know what I mean? Erik ten Hag has made mistakes. I'm not going to lie. His selection and sometimes has bothered me. You know what I mean? But at the same time, for the first 3 games, I've seen consistent attacking patterns created in each and every game. I've seen decent defensive structures. I've seen compactness. The last game against Liverpool, we were mad open in the second half. But the first 30 minutes and the 2 games before, we did not have that open midfield. So where is this coming from, guys? You know what I mean? Sometimes we got to have some patience. Big up to Adeyemi coming in here. Hi, Mark. How are you? I back Paul Mitchell and Eddie Howe for Newcastle United. Sack Darren Eagles out of Newcastle now. Bring back Amanda and Murdad Piff to Newcastle. Big up to you, Ray. Randy, we have to support the manager because there's an agenda to have him sacked. It's been an agenda to have this manager sacked, bro. Some of the English journalists, they're a bit xeno, bro. Like, I'm not going to lie. They're a bit xenophobic, bro. Only football was never better than Erik ten Hag, bro. Stop lying to yourselves. I have a season ticket, bro. I've been going to games since 2020, bro. Like, it's not the truth. We've lost terribly on the Ollie. We look pretty lackluster on the Ollie. We look like we never had a plan. It was just vibes. It was just whoever had a moment of brilliance in that moment did the business. Now we're trying to bring in a structure. Some players, it takes time to learn these things. I hate to say this, but guys, is it because our players have grown into a system for over 2 to 3 years, the most of them, you know what I mean? And they're finding troubling adjusting their default. It happens. Some players could do it in weeks. Some people could do it in days. Some people take years. You know what I mean? We have to acknowledge these things. Everyone is human. We're not perfect. We're not robots. You know what I mean? No, not the nut bag, bro. It's a nut bag, bro. Big up to you. Van Gaal was sacked, and are they a bad manager? No. The CEO and the sporting director said they're backing the manager. 100%. Big up to Sal coming in. Big up to Rasta Stocks. Big up to you. Big up to Joe Blackman in the building. What's good, buddy? What's good? I see better movement and attacking transition, says Jay. I've also seen better defensive play too in some games. One day it will click into 100%. Mark, I really got something to say. I wish you had your laptop, bro. Don't worry, bro. Maybe on the midday show, I'll be able to give you to invite you guys in on the stream. I will probably be using a temporary laptop this afternoon. I will let you guys know. But let's see how it goes. You know what? I love OGS as a player, but not as a manager. 100%, bro. I hated watching Ollie football, bro. The vibes is good, but, bro, no structure. He never won really anything, bro. You can score 50 goals and then win nothing. You would win nothing, bro. Like, you know what I mean? The club said it would take 3 seasons to get back where we need to be, says Hayden Pro. And I agree. You know, it could take 3, but it could take 2. You never know what could happen. And they said that in the summer. In the summer. What are these fans arguing for? You know what I mean? I understand that we're losing and it stresses us out. It frustrates us. It embarrasses us. You know, we have to take banter from rival fans, and we don't like that, guys. I know we don't like that. I don't like that. But, you know what I mean? Doesn't mean that, you know, you should take your frustrations out on some of the players and the manager. You know, have a beer, have a Coca-Cola, have a bottle of water, go for a walk, you know. Go out, hang out with just some of your friends, you know what I mean? Put on a movie. De-stress, guys. De-stress. It's not that serious right now. People think we have sold McTominay and brought Yo, Zirkzee, etc., which means we should win 3-0 every game this season. Unfortunately, it will take at least 6 months for those to get to gel, even a season. Bro, when I say these things, Jay, people think I'm crazy. People tell me I'm mad. People tell me how. You know what I mean? I'm just a regular guy, bro, just a Manchester United supporter from Trinidad and Tobago, you know, just trying to give a little bit of my views. I've been watching football since I was 5 years old. That's more than 25 years now, guys, you know, more than 25 years. And for me, when I look at it, you know, I think now we're a little bit too anxious. A lot of fans now are a little bit too fast to speak, to say things that, you know, may not really be, you know, it could subjectively be right, but it's not actually the facts. You know what I'm saying? Get yourself an HP laptop from eBay, 300. You can get good spec one that was strong for what you need. Yeah, I know, Hayden Pro. It's just that, you know, I also had to replace the other laptop that I had, this one here, you know, and this is a MacBook Pro, the first M1. I have to replace this one as well because I do, you know, edit sound design and music sometimes. So, you know, I can't just go buy a laptop. You know, I have to buy one that probably could do both. I'm thinking about, you know, if I buy that and then I buy the music laptop after so I can do work and have one to do this, the streaming, I'm thinking about it, bro. That's the frustrating thing. You know, sorry, I'm taking slow to make a decision. Big up to you, though. Big up to Kingdom FC coming in. Good morning to you, my brother. Hope you're well. Randy is saying, our defense is strong last season, and that is a massive statement from the club. 100%. 100%, guys. 100%. You know what I mean? And I have a next topic here. A next topic I wanted to talk about, guys. You know, let's talk up. Let's ask this question while we're still on the players and the team before we finish off on Ralf Rangnick. You know, Marcus Rashford, guys, Ten Hag, a synergetic situation. You know, both of them in a bit of hot water for different reasons. Ten Hag, you know, the first 3 games of the season wasn't what a lot of fans expected. You know, that loss to Liverpool has impacted a lot of the fan base as well. Last season wasn't the best, even though we won the FA Cup. So I could understand why a lot of fans are not too happy with Ten Hag at the moment. But, you know, could it be that, you know, Marcus Rashford could save his career? Could it be he can save Marcus Rashford's career? Marcus Rashford is no longer the main man for Erik Ten Hag, the 50-year-old coach. You know, he has an impressive start to life at Manchester, finishing 3rd. But last season was 8th. So, you know, it's from one side to the other. It's like we finished up the top in the first season, and in the second season we finished, you know, in 8th. And that's a lot of fans could not handle that. You know, the big drop-off was too difficult to comprehend and too frustrating for us to think about. You know, there were a lot of factors based on that. You know what I mean, guys? And, you know, maybe it's time Marcus Rashford be dropped and come on from the bench. Maybe he should change the style of management for the player. Or maybe Marcus Rashford will finally, you know, shake off the stress and the frustrations of his mental trauma that he's been dealing with for the last couple seasons, whether it be, you know, his lack of focus, you know, thinking about all the things said about him in the media, you know, his family issues or whatever, and focus on football. Maybe he could resurrect himself and, you know, show that form that got him that almost 40 GA in 22-23. You know, some people like me, it's the only season Marcus Rashford has ever delivered in 9. You know what I mean? This is season number 10. He has to figure something out. Ten Hag needs to work it out, and they need to save each other and save Man United. You know what I mean? Because at the end of the day, if they keep it going this way, it's gonna be long. It's gonna be long, guys. You know what I mean? What are your thoughts on that? You know what I mean? What do you guys think? Do you think that, you know, Marcus Rashford need to be benched to bring him to find that focus. You know, should an Erik ten Hag think about these things, making a different choice? You know what I mean? What could be done? What can be done, guys? What can be done? You know, Aiden Pro is saying the club will be back soon and this manager will take us back to the promised land. I mean, I do expect that, you know, we will win. We will do very, very much better this season. You know, I expect us to finish top 5, win the Europa Champions League, the Europa League. You know what I mean? Sorry about that. You know, and you know, it's one of those things, guys. I feel like there's possibilities. You know, no one has ever won the league before game week 10. You know what I mean? In any season of the Premier League, it's never happened before. But you know, let's see how it goes, bro. If some fellow fans can be patient, they should go support another club. Then, bro, I won't say that because at the same time, you know what I mean. I know I'm a patient person. Not everyone is patient. It's a hard thing, bro. And you know, they are all fans, just like I am a fan. And as much as I disagree with their views, you know what I mean. I'm not gonna, you know, say something like that because I feel it's a little bit rude. You know what I mean? Not that you are being rude by saying that, bro. I'm just saying that, you know, I wouldn't do it because I don't want anyone to feel like, you know, like I think they're less of a fan than me. I think we're all equally fans, whether or not I think, you know, or you think differently in certain situations. Randy is saying Marcus will come good. Jay is saying, I'm happy with Ten Hag. I'm just hoping next summer we'll sell more and bring in more. That's when it will be 100% Ten Hag team. That's when it properly starts. Big up to Jay. Shouldn't the question be what other position tactics would get the most out of Rashford? I think that should have been the question, Brendan. You know, I was talking all the time, and I was like, maybe I didn't ask the question right. Big up to you, Brendan. Big up, broski. Big up, my bro. You know what I mean? Yeah, maybe let's see what you guys think about that. You know, what other position tactics would get the best out of Marcus Rashford? You know, for me, I would say it like this: he's not a winger. He is a striker. He has to play up front, and if he doesn't play through the center forward, he should not be playing on the field. I think we've all seen it. His best performance in any of his seasons so far was playing from the striker role, even though he was supported by Wout Weghorst most of the time. Even though he's not good in the air as a striker, you know, I think that's his best position. He doesn't want to pass. He wants to score. Anyone who wants to score, you have to put them up front in the center forward. That's just my opinion. What are you guys thinking in the comments? Big up to Jim Watkins. What's good, my bro? Hope you're well. Big up to you. Yeah, bro. Late morning for me. Stream started a bit late. I'm thinking I'm going to try to start the stream at 9 a.m. You know what I mean? But not from this week. From next week, I will be trying to start the streams at 9 a.m. because I might be finishing work a bit earlier from next week. So let's see how it goes. By Lenovo, the screen is the most beautiful. I hope this answers your question, buddy. Big up to you, my buddy. Big up to Jack Reacher in the building. I'm definitely buying an Apple, bro. All my music stuff is made by, you know, affiliates to Apple, so it doesn't make any sense for me to get a Lenovo, bro. You know what I mean? Yali Malmin, sadly, where did he go? Sadly, ETH is not doing himself any favors when tells the press and fans that it will take months for him to start. He should stop with the lying and get everyone on board. Well, Yali, he's not wrong. Ten Hag said we are not ready for the start of the season. The fans said he's crazy. But you guys can see it now. We're not ready. He was honest. We didn't understand. When the guy said it could take weeks, it could take days, it could take weeks, it could take months for Ugarte to be ready. Why are fans thinking that this is actually, you know, the fact? You know what I mean? Like, he's just giving an example. He's not giving a definite answer. If Pep said this, we would not be repeating this line, you know, conjecture about Pep. When Pep said, you know, Calvin Phillips is fat, 2 weeks later, no one was saying, well, you know, look at Calvin Phillips. He really is fat. You know what I mean? No, they moved on. They said, well, if he wants to play, he has to lose weight. I think Ten Hag was right in saying that, you know, maybe because, you know, he's not sure when the player is going to be up to the fitness levels and are judged to be match fit. He had no preseason, so it's interesting. Big up to Jarvis coming in as well. Hope you're good, bro. Hope all is well. Watched the stream last night. Had a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Big up to Poppy, holding on a good spot on the stream as well. He's doing a good job. Jarvis, big up to you. You know what I mean? 5-3-2, Brendan. I think personally, maybe not for Rashford, but we need two strikers at the top. A lone striker isn't getting us goals. Well, that's an interesting choice, Jay. I'm not saying I'm opposed to that. I would say maybe a 4-4-2. That could be rotational. Yeah. Big up to Brendan. Brendan is thinking the same thing. Jay, that's true fluid dynamic tactics changing on transitions, Brendan. 100%. Big up to Joe in the comments as well. You know what I mean? Yali is saying, Jarvis, what are your thoughts about Nusa? It's a shame we never tried to get this player. Yeah, but I think we have Shea Lacey, bro. I think that's why we didn't go for a young left winger. Jim Watkins is saying, I never use Spotify. I hate Spotify, Mark. I use my iPad for music. I'm going strong. Big up to you, bro. ETH is basically trying to lower expectations, and fans should realize that unrealistic high expectations are actually destroying the whole experience and thus adding pressure to the team. Brendan, no matter how much times we say this, my brother, it will be lost. It might be lost. It could get lost. Some won't understand. Some won't agree. You know what I mean? But that's just football fans for you, bro. That's just football fans. But I totally agree with you on that, bro. Rashford is now officially, well, I won't say he's useless, but he'll do anything to stay. You know, I won't say he's useless, my bro. I think that's a little bit heavy. It's a little bit harsh as well. But at the same time, I cannot say it when I've been saying he's one of our most inconsistent players. It's like, you know, yeah, big up. Guys, but now to the meaty question for everyone this morning. And we're talking about Ralf Rangnick. And you know what? I always said Ralf was right. We needed open heart surgery. 10 players in, 10 players out. And, you know, I think some of the players here, but we got most of them out, in my opinion. I think we got most of them out. And the Germans' brief spell at Old Trafford dugout was a tumultuous one, guys. You know, he guided the side to a record low Premier League points on a tally of 58. In one of his sessions with reporters, Rangnick insisted that the Red Devils were in need of an open heart surgery amidst major concerns of the quality of the players in the squad. United have not started this season well, with Erik ten Hag's men already slipping to 2 defeats in the league. The most recent one, a humiliating 3-0 loss. Guys, is Rangnick right? Was he right? Are you like me and thinking that Rangnick was always right, you know, and the club failed him? You know, Erik ten Hag, we know that Rangnick supported his signing. Rangnick kind of pushed for ten Hag. You know, ten Hag, you know, maybe we heard a lot of things about ten Hag, but the reality is ten Hag wanted to work with Rangnick. But the club felt embarrassed by what Rangnick said, and they sacked him. John Murtaugh, you know, took that one on the chest, you know, and like a Pratt, he got rid of the man because he said the truth. You know what I mean? We blame Ten Hag. Some people blame Ten Hag's ego for us not keeping Ralf Rangnick, when simply it was the club feeling embarrassed by what he said because it was true. You know what I mean? And if you do believe Ralph, then, you know, why are you having these overarching expectations when we've now really just started doing the open heart surgery this season? Why? I don't know. Some of the fans, they truly defeat me. You know what I mean? I'm not mad at them, but I have to disagree with their thoughts and their opinions. You know what I mean? Ralph said he was right. You know, if you look at this summer, we have finally embarked on the path that we needed to 2 seasons ago. This is what Ralph said in a press conference recently. You know what I mean? And what's interesting to me is that Ralph has been saying this for weeks, for months, for years. For 2 years, bro. Ralph was saying, you know, United needs to do better. We need to focus on the style of football that we want to play. We need to go and scout the players who can play that style of football, and we need to move the players on who can't. Not try to get them to do it. Not try to get the best out of them. Just get rid of them. This is sports, competitive sports. This is not popularity. This is not about who likes who. This is about who wins. Who wins, guys? You know, popularity does not win you a football game. You know, doing all the nice things outside of the pitch doesn't win you the games on the pitch. So it's a weird one, guys. What are your thoughts? Do you think Ralph was right? Because I think he was. And because Ralf was right, I'm not that mad with the performances right now. Because I am actually thinking that this season, because we did so much sales in the summer and we brought in some of the right profiles, which I think will make us better, I think we will be better. I think this puts a spoke in some of the plans of some of the players who are just, stealing a living at Manchester United. There is no reason for a player not to come out and give basic effort, whether he likes the manager, whether he likes the fans, whether he loves the club or not. He's getting paid to do a job. He's getting paid. You know what? I could understand the whole hype between loving what you do, having your dream career, your dream job. These things are amazing. But not because, you're entitled to it. These things are amazing because you worked hard to get it. You worked hard to achieve it. You wanted it the most. Does most of these players strike you like they wanted it the most, that they want to win the most? Some of them don't strike me as they wanting to win at all, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. Big up to Jarvis. Yo, Nusa is quality. It sucks that we didn't get him. I wish we did, actually. I've seen some of his clips, and I've watched some of his game on the Euro files. You know what I mean, on the database. And yeah, I was trying to do some scouting this weekend, having some trouble with the fact that I have no laptop, guys. So bear with me. You know what I mean. But Nusa, Jarvis was right about Nusa. I was wrong initially. You know what I mean. He was right. True, Mark, 100%. Ralf was right. When Man United owners got rid of him, shame on the Glazers and the previous board. I call out their name and shame. 100%, Jim. You know what I mean? We shot ourselves in the foot. When people, this is one of the reasons why I never wanted Dan Ashworth. You know what I mean? Because we had someone who was 10 times better than he could ever be. Or he is currently. Ralf Rangnick is the GOAT. Ralf Rangnick is the GOAT. It's like, having the GOAT of rebuilding clubs at your club and then firing him for someone who might be good. You know what I mean? It's weird. It's a weird one, guys. It's a weird one. You know what? Hats off to the structure, because you know what? As much as I would say I didn't want Ineos, I didn't really enjoy the structure. I wasn't really satisfied with their the choices that were made before. Now, when I see them come together, after I see what they've done in the summer, of course, I still think maybe something better could have been done here or there. You know what I mean? I think right now we're picking at straws, you know what I mean, and nitpicking at the situation. When, in true and in fact, I think this summer window was over most of everyone's expectations. I mean, I'm a super positive and optimistic guy, and even I didn't think we are going to make 5 signings. You know what I mean? I thought maybe 3 or 4. You know what I mean? I didn't think we were going to sell 8 players. I never thought we were going to raise £87 million in sales, which we did. Shocking. You know what I mean, guys? And people are complaining. I mean, it takes time. We could have done more. Yeah, we could have done more. But could we afford to do more? It didn't seem like it. You know what I mean? Last summer window, we were broke. Still spent 120. But we were broke. Look what it did to us. Now, we spent what we can, and I think they're having their eye on the January window, because you know what? I've been hearing some reports. I've been hearing this report since before the summer that Giorgio Scalvini was our number 1 target. People said it was, Branthwaite. Actually, it was Giorgio Scalvini, but his injury at the Euros took him out. We already had negotiations in for him. It's a weird one, guys. It's a weird one. You know what I mean? So look out for the January window. There's going to be a lot of interesting talks coming in, a lot of interesting player names going to be suggested, because there's going to be more work to be done. There has been some reports that we are looking at Edison, but we're not the only club. You know what I mean? There's some reports that we are also, trying to do a deal to maybe get the new signing from Wolves next summer. A trade with some cash could be happening. You never know, guys. This was our best transfer window in many years, says J United. Yali Malmin is saying, speaking of Rangnick, he might end up losing his job. Norway beat them last night, and Austria is not taking that loss well. Well, of course, Jarvis. No, did Norway really beat them last night? That's shocking. Whoa. No offense. Big up to Jarvis. You know what I mean? Big up to Jarvis. Big up to you, Yali, as well. Ralph is overrated. He might be a great football philosopher, but he isn't a great manager. Well, that is true. But what he is great at is the football philosophy, and that's what we need. 2-1. Who scored those goals? You know what I mean? Hey, Odegaard is injured, right? Yeah, Arsenal about to lose the derby, bro. The meltdown is going to be real. Big up to that. What I can't understand, not only with Ralf Rangnick, but also with Mourinho, David Moyes, Louis van Gaal, and Oli. After AF, the great, you bring in a new manager, like all mentioned, with proper backing. 100%, Jim. Yo, I don't know about you guys, but when Sir Alex recommended David Moyes, I was like, get Sir Alex, get him to a vacation, get him to Hawaii. He needs rest. I think the stress has gotten to him. Do not take his opinion. We still went and got David Moyes, bro. I don't know. You know what I mean? Sabitzer, Maya, and Haaland had the goals. Oh, okay. Haaland scored finally. How long has it been since Haaland scored? About a year or two? You know what I mean? Big up, international football Z's. Bro, I love the international football as well, bro. Sorry, guys. You know what I mean? Us small nations in the football, we love international football, bro. You know what I mean? I know Yali's the same as well. He doesn't say it as much as I do, but I do. You know what I mean? Big up to you guys coming in this morning, guys. You know what I mean? Jarvis is saying, after the next summer window, we will be cooking. Lindelof, Maguire, Casemiro, Ericsson, the likes of Maguire, of possibly Rashford and Anthony with decent replacements, we'll suddenly have a squad we can depend on. Well, Jarvis, I think Anthony is going to have a better season this season than a lot of fans think. I think he's going to be one of our major contributors this season. Let's see how it goes on Anthony. You know what I mean? Because let's be honest, guys. If you look at Anthony's first season, tell me the difference with what Ahmad does to what Anthony did then. Tell me. Honestly, tell me honestly. You know what I mean? Leave it in the comments. Lucky Singh is saying 10 again. And Brendan Chappelle is saying Moyes wasn't a bad idea. Moyes basically did not play the football he wanted and was asked to use that season to transition the old to the new, and that failed as it went against his instinct. 100%. I like Anthony, says Brendan. I just don't like his wages. I mean, bro, like, this is what is weird with this club, bro. Like, how could you get a player who's on 20K and bump him to 200K? What sort of madness is that? I like Anthony a lot, but I would have offered him 80K. 60 maybe. Bro, what are we doing? What? Bro, some of the club managers listen. You need to line up the likes of John Murtaugh and what's Ed Woodward and those guys against a wall, and you open a fire hose with water, but instead it's coming from one of those trucks that pick up that stuff in the back of your yard. You know what I mean? And spray them with it because, bro, they are crazy. They deserve to be shot with poop. You know what I mean? They deserve to be sprayed with poop because they were poop. They pooped us for 10 years, bro. Big up to you, Irfan. Hope you're well, my brother. You know what I mean? I hear Aiden Pro saying, I hear that Moyes is a better manager than Ten Hag. The propaganda must stop, bro. I mean, hey, he got a team that won the league this season before and finished 7th. That's interesting. Your country GMT, minus +8 hours. Mine is -6, bro. You know what I mean? Because right now in Trinidad and Tobago, it's like 4 a.m., bro. It's like 4 a.m. I'm in Germany, so I think I'm +2 right now. I'm not too sure, or -2, something like that, bro. You know what I mean? Could it be that giving a player big wages to increase his market value? Is it a finance trick that they thought would work at Man United? I don't know, bro. That's what I don't know, because that's pretty weird. Like who is gonna why did we no? You know what's weird, guys? Everyone is talking about signing Brathwaite, but no one is talking about Who had the bright idea to offer this guy 160K per week? What sort of madness is that? Like, what has Branthwaite done to deserve 160K per week when he's on 15K at Everton? 15, 1-5. And we added a 0 to that. And 10. What are we doing? What is this? Like, Jared Branthwaite is not even worth 40 million pounds to purchase from a club. Like, if I was one of the guys doing the purchases, bro, from the time Everton said 45, I'm like, no deal, thank you. We're never going to come back. Have a great life. Branthwaite, you will never be a United player because, you've not done nothing to be bought for 40 million. You was not even in team of the season or nominated. I mean, Lenny Euro was team of the season for Lille in France, so I could understand us paying 50 million for that guy because he wasn't team of the season. How many top center backs were in France that didn't even make team of the season? This guy was in it as a starter. You know what I mean? It's weird, guys. We need to really look at some of the things we're doing. You know what I mean? Ralf Rangnick, glad, called mess at United last year. 100%, bro. 22 watching. At least let's get 23 likes. Big up to all of you watching. It's a tax versus assets trick, says Roberto Antonio. Well, bro, I'm not too sure about that. Maybe you could give us some more insight on that. You know what I mean? Press the likes. Big up, bro. You know how it goes. People smash the subs button like we will smash Southampton 100%. Try Todibo next season. Yeah, maybe Todibo, the likes of Goncalo Inacio. There's also interesting options going to be coming up. Just remember, there's another year. So there might be other breakout players coming, young talents, you know what I mean? There's a lot. There's Michael Dakoué. There's a lot of talented young center backs, left backs. We should have been looking at Mackay Faye. Mackay Faye coming from Barcelona's academy I believe he just went to Runs, either Runs or Lille. The youngster is a left back. He can play left center back. He's quick, 6'1". He's 19. He's physical. He's good with both feet. We need to get some of these players, bro. Like, guys, we need to change. You know what I mean? A lot of things need to change. There are stats and there are facts. Yo, sorry about that, guys. I don't know if I got booted out the screen. I don't know what happened there, guys. Sorry about that. Big up to you guys. You know what I mean? And this is the final moments, guys. I have to go pretty soon. We have to try to debug on Carlo Ignacio. Irfan is in the house. Big up. How about Paulo Weiss? I'll have to check him out, bro, and do some checkups on that. Faye next season will be on the hot radar. 100%. 100%. You know what I mean? There's a youngster that plays at Fiorentina as well. He plays right back and left back. Very, very good. Very, very good. Angel Gomez will return to Manchester United, guys. Yeah, I mean, it's possible Hayden and Edison will beef up the midfield. Yeah, it's possible. Mark has been canceled. Oh, he broke another screen, bro. I don't know what happened there. It just disappeared. Big up to you guys. Big up to Ronan coming in. Jorel Hato. That youngster, I've been hearing a lot about him. It's really weird because, I know a Jorel Hato. He's about the same age. But he used to play for my alma mater back in Trinity, like two years ago. I was there watching the local football, school football, and there was a Jorel Hato playing. And every time I hear his name, I'm like, is he from Trinity? Was he originally, Dutch, but was living in Trinity? I don't know, bro. But Jorel Hato, very, very good talent, bro. Very, very good talent. See him all the time. I watch some of the games. He's very, very good. Whenever I go to Amsterdam, I try my best to check out an Ajax game. One of my buddies has a season ticket there, and I try to go out and hang out with him when I'm there. I would love to buy 23 years old. Hato is from Rotterdam. Big up to Hato, bro. Big up to him. He's very, very talented. He's a smart kid too. You know what I mean? He said he got a lot of offers this summer. He decided, like, you know what? I want to stay. and develop my game a little bit more, one more season in the Eredivisie, and then I will, try to move on. And I thought that was a very, very smart move by the youngster. You know what I mean? Give yourself that platform to perform in an environment that you know. And when you get to that level, you go to that new environment and you crush it. Big up to him. Guys, thank you for joining me this morning. Big up to each and every one of you. Don't forget to leave your comments in your thoughts in the comments, guys. As you know, the three major topics that we were talking about today are not only the fact that, do you think Ralf Rangnick was right on his assessment of Manchester United? Should he have still been here? Should we have taken more of his advice? Should we have done the open heart surgery in 2022-23 season? Now, also, Man United have said to be looking at a host of players for the January window that includes none other than Miguel Gutierrez, Boyan Kirkez, as well as Sanchez as the young Sevilla left back as well, who has just been making a lot of waves in La Liga and for the Spanish national team. Now, there's also some interesting reports coming out about Marcus Rashford, possibly, it could be his last season at Manchester United if he doesn't turn things around. Can him and can Ten Hag help each other, continue on in their quest to Manchester United glory? It would be something I would look forward to. Positive things would be happening there. You know what I mean? Manchester United are also interested in having some conversations with Rabiot. They had previous talks this week. Talks broke down again because of, the refusal to drop his asking price from €9 million per season to 7.5. Let's see if Manchester United are going to continue talks with Rabiot. There has been a report that they are set to resume talks today. Let's see how that goes, because as you know, guys, you could only sign a free agent after the window has closed. The reports on Casemiro to Turkey are not that sound, guys. A lot of people are pushing these reports of Casemiro and Antony to Turkey, but the biggest problem is that Fenerbahce is not willing to cover the wages of both players. Galatasaray is not able to cover the wages of Casemiro. So it's pretty weird, guys. Are we going to pay 100K for Antony to play for Fenerbahce for a summer? I don't think so. Are we going to pay 200,000 so Casemiro could play for Galatasaray until next summer? I don't think so, guys. You know what I mean? So big up to all of you coming in. There's a lot of transfer talk in September right now, guys. I think it's a lot of hype train because, in my honest opinion, I've heard a lot of the same talks that some people are talking about, but there's no reason, and I'm being honest, guys, there's no reason for us to be talking about major transfers in September. You know what I mean? Most of those things are impossible to happen before the 1st of January. It's weird. It's so weird, guys. You know what I mean? Big up to you, Elite Baller. Big up to Jim Watkins. Big up to you, Lucky Singh. Big up to Jim Watkins. Ronan, what's good, buddy? Hope you're well. Good to see you, mate. Good to see you, mate. Manchester is red forever. Endrick is the reason why Pele have 3 World Cups, bro. Endrick is the reason why, you know what I mean? Zlatan is Zlatan. You know what I'm saying? Endrick was there. He was shaking, playing cards with them. In Trinidad, we have a saying, do you know me? Did we pitch marbles together? You know what I mean? I want to say, did we pitch marbles together? I don't know if you guys know the game. These little glass marbles, you put them, you set them out in an order, like in a circle, and you try to, you have one and you try to knock the rest out of the circle by hitting it. In Trinidad, it was a really fun pastime for kids. You know what I mean? And if you pitched marbles with someone, it's like your bosom friends, like your great friends from long time. And yeah, Endrick seems to have pitched marbles with lots of the top footballers in world football in his dreams. Big up to the lad. You know what I mean? 100% grand rising to you, Elite Baller, my brother. Hope you're well. That's a saying in the Netherlands also. You say that when people get too familiar. Did we pitch marbles together? Big up to Brendan. Big up. You know what I mean? Big up to you. Yeah, big up to everyone joining me this morning, guys. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you guys go on to have a great day. I will be back in the midday with a live stream about 1:15 UK time, guys. I will be here. Nickering. Big up to Roberto Antonio. Guys, hope you have a good day. You know what? Stay positive and stay sharp, my friends. You know what? The world out here, the weather is changing. You know, the people are changing, the days are changing, guys. You know, you have your families and your friends, you know, stay positive, talk to everyone, you know what I mean? Try to mentor a young person in need if you have the time, guys. If you have the time and the freedom, and you could help a young person, you know, change their direction and follow their dreams, try it, guys. You know, it's something that we could always do. Give back, you know, helping and teaching is something we can all do, and it could make a huge impact in the future going forward. Every one person you help helps probably 10 people in the course of their lives. You know what I mean? So, guys, have a great day. Big up to you all. Glory, glory, Manchester United, guys. And you know what it is. Back the team. You know what I mean? It's the first 3 games in. But you know what? I think there's lots of excitement in store for us Manchester United fans. I've been looking up Trinidad and Tobago results, Dan. Yeah, bro, it's not been so good. We lost 4-0 to Honduras. It's a terrible one. It's a terrible one. But you know what? Things will be good. Have I tried YouTube clips, Hayden Pro? Oh, Hayden, you're talking to Hayden. Big up to Hayden, bro. Oh, big up to you guys. Guys, thank you. Catch you guys later. Have a great day. We'll be back at lunchtime, guys. See you all later. We will be here. We will be here, guys. You know what I mean? So be safe out there, guys. You know, don't stress too much. You know what I mean? And don't let the media upset you. Don't let them in your head. You know what I mean? Have a great day, guys. Been your boy, Mark, and MUFC fan with the morning views, Manchester United views. A little bit of my thoughts and yours in the comments. Smash a like and subscribe. Help the channel grow. Road to 10K is on. But we have to get to 2K first. Help me get there, guys. Big up to you guys. Catch you guys later. Have a great one. See you all later, guys.